Happy Wednesday, everybody. Thanks for joining us here for Wake Up Charlotte to Go. I'm Ben Thompson. We'll get to today's news coming up in just a few minutes, but first let's get a look at the forecast with Larry Sprinkle.
Here we go again. More rain in the forecast. The good news about this is not a stormy situation, but certainly showers in the forecast for today, and temperatures in the 50s as we head right into the afternoon. We'll say low to mid 50s, kind of adjusted things there. You can see between 6 and 7 some pretty heavy rainfall tracks across here. Let's take a look at futurecast. This morning, showers heaviest will be south of here. Then we get to the middle part of the day. There's a break in the precipitation for the afternoon, late afternoon into the evening. Here comes the evening showers tracking across here. That's around 11 o'clock tonight, between say 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. tonight. Heavier rainfall, but that's a turnover to snow. That's a lot of heavy snow in the North Carolina mountains that will continue through 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. That's rain in the Charlotte area. Then notice the transition into snow tomorrow morning about 4 a.m. That will be north of Charlotte all the way from say Salisbury to Concord, all the way to the Raleigh area. More snow in the North Carolina mountains continuing through tomorrow morning. A significant amount of snow. Now, as far as rainfall for the Charlotte area, we could get well over an inch of rain, maybe 3/4 to about an inch of rainfall. Winter weather alerts we have for the mountains. A winter storm warning that's in effect, and that will be from this evening through noon tomorrow, and that does include a winter weather advisory, and that would be areas say from Moxville to Yadkinville, Winston-Salem, all the way to the Raleigh area. Check out the 7-day forecast for today. We've got rain in the forecast, snow in the mountains tonight and tomorrow morning. Our high temperature tomorrow only 46, 49 Friday for the weekend. Better day for sunshine is Sunday. It'll be around 50 degrees. Rain on Sunday. Then we stay a little bit below average Monday and Tuesday of next week. And that is your first one forecast, man.
Larry, thanks. We follow breaking news this morning. A Concord landmark up in flames. Crews responding to a massive fire at the Concord Diner. This is the scene this morning on Concord Parkway. Thankfully, we just learned nobody was inside when the fire started around 5 this morning. Firefighters say there is significant damage to the diner, but they do not necessarily think the building is a total loss. Turning now to the other top stories of the morning in your morning rush. Today, we could learn what's next for COVID-19 rules here in North Carolina.
Good Wednesday morning. I'm Richard DeVayne here in Uptown. Governor Cooper's executive order set to expire this week. Today, we'll find out if he plans to extend it or if he plans to let it change or modify it in some way. Of course, all of this will affect what everyone does, how we go to work, school, and also socialize.
Governor Cooper says North Carolina has given out 95% of its COVID-19 vaccine supply. In order to get out those doses quickly, the health department says many of them went to mass vaccination sites like the ones we saw at Bojangles Coliseum or Charlotte Motor Speedway. But that means some smaller counties did not receive many vaccines as they expected. North Carolina expecting another vaccine shipment next week.
I'm Tracie Potts. President Biden says more vaccine is on the way. The federal government's buying another 200 million doses, but they won't be here till summer. For now, they're boosting shipments to states by 16% and giving them a 3-week heads up on what's to come. On Capitol Hill, Democrats and Republicans still grappling over COVID relief, how much the U.S. can spend on that. And only 5 Republicans sided with Democrats, saying that the upcoming impeachment trial is constitutional.
CMS leaders getting ready to make a decision about in-person learning. Right now, CMS students are scheduled to return to the classroom on February 15th. The board will make a final decision on February 9th. It comes as a new CDC report says in-person learning can be done safely. Rachel Lundberg joins us now. And Rachel, that report giving a lot of parents and teachers hope this morning.
Yeah, especially for those that do want to get back in the classroom. We know there are strong opinions on this, whether we should stay virtual, go in person, or maybe do a mix. But let's talk about this new CDC report and what it means for you. So within it, it says that schools can be reopened safely, but it will take a community effort to keep them that way. There has to be obvious stuff in place like wearing masks and social distancing for all kids and teachers. But the community, they're saying, will also have to limit the spread by closing or placing more restrictions on places like gyms, restaurants, bars. Schools should also, according to this report, keep giving staff and students the option to learn virtually if that is what they want to do, especially if they're at higher risk for complications or serious illness if they contract COVID-19. A lot of you weighing in on this, continue to do so. You can even just leave a comment below. One person on Twitter says that they need to be in person in school. April left a pretty lengthy comment saying realistically, it's safer for kids to be at home, even though she says parents are stressed to the max because she's one of them, working full time and doing virtual school full time. So use our hashtag WakeUpCLT or leave a comment below what your thoughts are about this new report. Ben.
Rachel, thanks. Time now to connect the dots when we make the news make sense. We just finished a big election. I mean, it seems like just yesterday, every commercial was a campaign ad. Yet some folks are already running for an election almost 2 years away.
Charlotte Democrat Jeff Jackson says he's running for U.S. Senate in 2022. But get this, he's not the first or even the second person to announce their candidacy. Let's connect the dots. Incumbent Senator Republican Richard Burr says he will not run again. That's why campaigns are clamoring to get started. They have got to raise a ton of cash. Last year's U.S. Senate race between Tom Tillis and Cal Cunningham was the most expensive in the state's history. This campaign could very well beat it. Jackson is joined by two others already in the race, Democrat state lawmaker Erica Smith and Republican Congressman Mark Walker. Laura Trump, the former president's daughter-in-law and North Carolina native, is said to be considering a run. Why so much attention? The U.S. Senate is currently evenly split, 50-50. Winning a rare open seat in a swing state in 2022 could be crucial for either party. And that is connecting the dots.
Hopefully they can hold off on the campaign ads for a little bit longer, though, for all of our sanity. Make sure you watch us every single morning on Wake Up Charlotte, starting at 4:30 a.m. on WCNC Charlotte.